Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Hydra and Bly on Ruins of Seras. Yeah, this is Root Gaming versus Team Acer, and this is our weekly ZVZ, companion to the weekly TVT and PvP that I cast every single week for those of you who play on ladder, just so you can see how to play these matchups. In the bottom right side of Ruins of Seras, we have the red Zerg player. It is Bly. And in the top side of Ruins of Seras, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Hydra. Now, Hydra really caught my eye back in Heart of the Swarm. As a fairly new professional player, he was super aggressive, even back in HOTS. Back when there weren't Ravagers, back when Zerg didn't have as many options as it had to be aggressive, he was still being aggressive, making Roach Hydra work, going for things like Swarm Hosts in an aggressive style, not a super defensive style. He was really fun to watch, and now that it's Legacy of the Void, I'm really excited to see where he can go now with the strategies. Oop, going for a pull first here, not going hatch first, and let's see what Bly is doing on the other end. Yeah, going for that hatch first. Okay, so Hydra's going to have the aggression advantage. And look at this. They both know where the other players are. They both crossed Overlords in the night. So each player knows exactly where his opponent is. And Hydra's going to be aggressive. Bly's going to try to go hatch first. Oh my goodness, into an extractor even. Not even getting a pool first. Oh, I mean, a pool first after a hatch, obviously. But and there's the pool. All right, so his pool is now at like 100 hit points, while Hydra's pool is about 700. So Hydra's going to have Lings out quick. The question is, can Bly handle this? Like I said, Hydra likes to be aggressive, and I guess that applies to ZVZ as well. The Overlord comes in, sees exactly what's going on, sees the gas, sees the pool, recognizes that was definitely a pool first play. Is Hydra going to have enough gas? Not enough gas to start speed quite yet. Needs 100 gas to start this metabolic boost upgrade. So that's going to help Bly just a little bit. Any Lings that do pop out here are going to take some time to get there, and Hydra instead spends his larva on drones. Okay, so maybe Hydra was just playing safe there. He wasn't quite sure what Bly was up to, but Bly metagamed him, man. Bly went for hatch first. Now getting his pool with his extractor, he is definitely going to have a better economy than Hydra for the next couple minutes at least. And it looks like, again, Hydra not doing anything to punish this at all. He will definitely be able to get Banelings out first if that's what he wants to do, able to get Roaches too. His tech path is faster, but his economy is going to be slower than his red Zergy opponent. Alright, so we're going to watch this worker count here. 21 to 19. Bly already has the lead. This hatchery just now finishing. And there it is. Popping. Queens coming out at both these bases for Bly. Is there... Yes, another queen on the way for Hydra too. So we're going to start injecting on both of these hatcheries about the same time. And is anybody being aggressive at all to this point? I don't think so. A couple Lings from Bly, actually, the first ones to make it out across the map. But defensive Lings from Hydra right here too. Both players are getting the metabolic boost, and those Baneling nests allow for the Baneling attacks that are so dangerous and make me so stressed out as a Zerg player to play this way, because it just feels like one bad Baneling hit and you'll lose the game. Lings run. Oh, catching a Ling. Hydra's reaction time, not the greatest there, but that's okay. He's heading on back home. More and more drones coming up. The Queen here in a position to defend against this aggression, but you know what? Bly says no. We're actually going to go Drop Lord attack. Ready for this? Yes, Banelings, and I have to assume that's going to turn into a Drop Lord here in just a second. Based on the positioning. Overlord, what? Scout this. Oh my gosh, Hydra. Hydra, are you going to scout this? Are you going to see this? No, Hydra does not see it. Oh boy. All right, there it is. Now we're morphing into that Drop Lord. He's going to bring the Banelings up. I had somebody do this to me on the ladder just a couple of weeks ago. I actually ended up winning because I didn't have anything back home to defend after he'd killed all my workers, but still. Wait. Dropping. What? Okay, picking up. I think he missed his drop there. Meanwhile, some Lings and some Banelings were running around doing crazy stuff on here, but the Banelings gonna waddle on in. Here we go. Oh, man. Hydra pull. Hydra pull those workers, and bam, bam, bam. Oh, 7 workers killed and more? Yeah, one more good hit is all that he needs? No. Oh, man, that could have been so much worse, but 9 workers were killed. Bly running around trying to be aggressive with his own Lings, trying to kill Banelings for nothing, and he does. Trading 2 Lings for a Baneling is essentially free. Lings coming out from Hydra saying, are there more stuff happening here? There is. There is more stuff occurring. This Queen stabbing stuff away. Defensive Banelings here for Hydra too. This Drop Lord stuff has really changed up ZVZ to a certain extent. Are the Banelings going to... Oh, man, they tried to crash on the egg and didn't actually kill it. But they did do enough damage to it so the Lings could clean it up for Hydra. Bly with a couple more Banelings. Maybe going to pick him up, try to drop him on the pack. No, good reaction time again there and running away. with that drop lord. The queen trying to stab it in the face to get rid of it there. Ling's playing defensive here for Bly, going into a spine crawler. Even Hydra getting a roach warren, whereas Bly's going into that lair tech. Let's see. Yep, there's that roach warren. Any such thing up here? There is an evolution chamber, but no roaches. Okay, so just skipping roaches entirely. Here comes Bly, possibly going for a 2-base Muta style attack, which could work out pretty well if Hydra just goes for straight up roach, which is something we've seen before. Ling's running around, dancing back and forth, making sure there's not a third base being taken by Hydra. Getting, ooh, forcing a cancel. Oh, man, good bailing hit, though. Not such a great bailing hit there. Picking up creep tumors. Man, these Lings are being super annoying. Queens stabbing away at them. Roaches try to get them, too, and they're going to be able to do so. I mean, mostly those were just scouting Lings, able to get in and see what was going on. They saw the timing on that lair. They saw that there was a roach warren. They saw the roaches. And now the question is, what is Bly going to do? He's getting his own roach warren and a spire. I think the roach warren is just a hold until he can get that spire out. Meanwhile, a lot of spine crawlers playing super defensively because guess what's coming this way? A bailing hit for one. But it's going to be roaches. It's going to be Lings. Bailing, can't quite sure, or not quite sure what to do here. Ling's getting a full scout and seeing everything that is going on inside this base. Ling's maybe actually going to kill a queen. No, picked up and killed by defensive Lings instead. Stabby stab, stab, stab. This queen wants to kill all these super naughty Lings, but it can't quite do it. And picked off another spine. Wow, Bly is really worried about this. I'm not sure that Hydra's even planning on attacking, though. These look more like defensive roaches. While he picks up a third hatchery, if he just basically forced Bly to send a ton of workers into spine crawlers, and he's down 36 to 41. I mean, this is drone, 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 drone. That adds up quite a bit over the course of the game, and I think Bly might know what's going on here. He says, oh, shoot, I just got faked out. I thought Hydra was going to be aggressive. Instead, he is not. He's picking up a third base. He's droning like a madman. So let's see if I can go kill him with my newly found units. Roaches. This is a good number of roaches. Yeah, the Lings don't want to engage there. Not a good place to be at all. Waiting for their roach buddies to come on up, but instead they're going to head on back home. I don't think Bly wants to attack into this. So he says, Hydra is able to get his third base up before me and defend my attempt at a counterattack. Nidus network. What, Hydra? You getting a Nidus, fool? What's he putting in the Nidus? And he's putting it up here. So it's like a forward advance. Forward advance Nidus. So not so much to sneak inside the base, but more just to get units to the front line faster. And actually be able to threaten the third base as well here. Is that another Nidus on the way? It is another Nidus on the way. Bly's waiting for this one to hatch. Just waiting. He knows it's there, but this one pops first. Oh my goodness, it is a massive Hydra Roach army right here at the front door, and there are mutas, but not enough, I don't think. Here we go. The queens are trying to take down those mutalisks, the ravagers, and Roach is defending, doing a pretty good job here too, actually killing a bunch of these these roaches and these queens. The roach count very, very low right now. The queens are just trying to stab away and kill the mutas as fast as they can, but there might just be too many mutalisks here to make it work. Corrosive Bile taking him down. Queen's not fast enough to actually dodge it. What a defense by Bly, but more queens come on in. There's only one, though. I just don't know if it's enough against this many muta and these ravagers. Ravager against queen is actually really good. Really good. What a play. What a hold by Bly. Hydra continuing his forward assault, though, throwing up a spore crawler to try to defend against these mutas. The queens need to defend that spore, need to defend this Nidus. Going to be able to do it here. Actually, we'll delay the attack a little bit here. Getting Ravagers of his own. Here is Hydra. Bly's going for that +1 flyer attack. Is he flying mutas up to try to kill Overlords or try to put an assault on the base? I don't know. This hatchery is under dreadful assault, though. And there it goes. Those roaches are going to take that down very quickly indeed. Corrosive Bile's tossed down, and nope, not hitting anything there at all. Queens transfusing those Ravagers. And yeah, it looks like the mutas are just flying around trying to kill as many overlords as they can find. Actually getting right on here into this mineral line. There is a spore crawler, though. Spores do hit pretty hard. Meanwhile, the roaches do manage to take down this hatchery. And just sitting at the front door, here is Hydra. So actually, is he going to be able to pick off this lair? He's working on it. The queen trying to stab away. The spore crawler trying to stab away enough to chase away Bly for now. If he gets in range, though, we actually take shots from the spore, losing a muta, losing a bunch of mutas for that queen. I'm not sure if that was a fair trade at all. Meanwhile, a huge attack here. Roaches and queens again getting killed by that corrosive bile. Acer Bly making good use of that spell. And yeah, forced to retreat once more. His Hydra getting inside the Nidus network. Oh, does save that queen, I think. God save the queen. Mutas are just being super duper annoying. They're getting killed, though, fairly quickly. Only 4 left here. Bly has lost a total number of 6 mutalisks, which is a pretty big number for this early in the game. Evolution Chamber coming up there too. This third base is finally mining. I feel like he's had this for a while, just hasn't done much with it except for macro. And yes, now Bly heading on up. Bly up 90, 101 to 78 total supply. Bly. Oh no, free roaches too. That's not going to bode well for Hydra in his defense. Oh boy, not a good look. Queens again trying to defend against Mutalisk's free drone. Free drone, ladies and gentlemen. Not able to make itself into a spore crawler. Sad news indeed. Bad rally. Hydra, what's with your rally? Oh no, this is not good at all. 104 to 71 total supply. Bly, I'm not sure if he understands what a position he is in here. I think supply blocking Hydra has helped him immensely to get his macro up to this point, but I'm just not sure that he recognizes it. He's got these mutas continuing to fly around. This is the most effective use of mutas in ZVZ I've seen in a long time. Picking off drones. Look at that. Yeah, a couple drones for free, getting an Overlord there too. Overlord's just kind of hanging out in the middle of Nowheresville, waiting to get picked off by these here mutas. Maybe killing some eggs if they can, trying to get a free Ravager. Yeah, Corrosive Bile does not really work on mutas because they're too darn fast. They dodge too quickly. They're never where you launch your Corrosive Bile at them. And I don't know. I don't know what Hydra does against this. These mutas are being super well controlled, picking off a couple queens here and there as they try. No, good transfuse. Keeping that queen alive for another couple seconds. No, ends up dead on that one too for their trouble. And now there's no anti-air at all. There are a couple queens, but it's not enough to deal with this many mutas. And just going to town here, trying to kill as many Overlords as possible. Which again has the added benefit of supply blocking Hydra or keeping him very, very low on that supply window. An attack here with Roaches and Ravagers. They want to kill that third base. It looks like they want to kill the third base. And nothing is here to stop them at all. Bly is up 137 to 80. Total supply. Masterful use of the mutas. And that's it. A GG from Hydra. Hydra's defeated. Bly is victorious. And Hydra has left the game. Bly wants to stick around for a little bit and kill some stuff, which I don't know that I necessarily blame him for. But wow. Masterful play there by Bly. I really think it came down to his use of Ravagers in defense on the attack that Hydra threw his way about 5 or 6 minutes ago. Bly was able to defend. The Ravager hits were massive. Corrosive Bile took down those queens so quickly. And in the end, he was able to macro up. He did lose his third base there, but the further attacks by Hydra were just completely useless. Spine Crawlers were massive assists there too. And then the mutas popped out. Hydra never really adequately dealt with them. He had a couple Spore Crawlers, but he never had more than one per base and really didn't bring his Overlords in either. So he lost a ton of Overlords. Let's take a look at that real quick. Hydra did end up losing 10 Overlords. 10 Overlords in a 10-minute game. Yikes, 13 Queens got killed too. Holy shamoly. Yeah, I mean, in the end, those mutas paid for themselves over and over again. He wasn't able to get macroed up. This base, when it got lost, the game was already over. But Hydra saw the writing on the wall. The mutas were massive, and Hydra just didn't do anything to deal with it. So, well played by Bly, well played by Hydra. Again, really, really great CVZ there. I love the use of the Nidus at the front while distracting with the one at the back. Didn't quite work out for Hydra, but maybe next time it will. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Wow.